Ceremonies marking the International Day of Persons with Disabilities started with a prayer which took place at Rukago Parish, where Salesians of Don Bosco joined to those persons with disabilities to celebrate that day. Father Henry Bakishimira, who led the Mass, came back on how last year disability persons were marginalized and showed how now they are well treated in that center of Don Bosco of Rukago. Ceremonies continued in the hall of meeting of Rukago Parish. Among speeches delivered on that day, Father Henry Bakishimira came back on why that International Day was established. He showed that it's money-consuming to live with disability if we compare to how persons without a disability live. The second observation is that these persons are marginalized, and sometimes they marginalize themselves. While others are improving their way of living and developing themselves, these do not remember that disability people should be remembered. This is why I tell them that they should acquire a profession which will help them to develop themselves and to live well. He appreciated how they gathered in association. He said that he was happy to hear that they tried to fight against poverty and being marginalized. They met in the vocational center to discuss how they could face their way of living. Claude Nsengiyumva, coordinator representing Don Bosco Tech Africa here in Burundi, called upon these persons living with disability to learn professions. He said that not only these persons but everybody should learn professions. The leader of that association of people living with disability said that they gave up the habit of begging, but rather they acquired what helped to develop themselves. With the help of priests of Rukago, they left villages, bars and markets where they used to beg and gathered in their association, which helped to improve their way of living. They taught them sewing and welding skills, and even though some of them have only one arm, they'd gotten used to farming with their disability. He said that anyone who wants to verify it would go and see how they deal with it. Among them is somebody named Odas Baratakanwa, who has no legs, but who deals with agropastoral activity. He said that he lives as other people. He practices farming small domestic animals. He even argued that he tried to cultivate. He thinks that handicap is in one's brain. On the other hand, Reverend Ndayigaya, who represented the administrator of Muhanga Commune, came back on the theme of that day based on building families without hatris. Ceremonies ended in a festive atmosphere, sharing what they had and dancing.